So we kind of saw this. Will Ball for Soup earlier this week, I think, posted this. It says on that very top, according to well-connected industry sources, Valken is out of business as of today. Previously reported Valken is restructuring via bankruptcy, but now I'm hearing it's truly the end of days. This is indicative, this is what I don't understand. This is indicative of overall industry decline and really depressing. There sadly isn't enough players to keep all of our current paintball companies alive and financially viable. I don't understand what the other part is. GI told me Valken closed 100%. None of this is surprising, right? I mean, like, if anybody has been following paintball for like any time here, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. You know, when did we talk about Valken last? Valken owes like 1 point something million to some company, and they agreed to pay it through their Chapter 11 bankruptcy. They have not paid it, so now that company is contacting the courts and trying to force Valken to file Chapter 7 bankruptcy, so they have to liquidate all their assets to be able to pay these people back. And that is much worse than Chapter 11, like we originally thought. There's a couple things happening, right? So Gino Pastorivo, this gentleman right here, is not in the best of health. I don't know if it's for me to discuss, but he's not doing so well. So I think that the company has been struggling because of that these past couple years. But even before that, right? No, I believe he has cancer, unfortunately. Yes. Gino, what am I talking about? Valken. But if anybody has followed Valken these past, or, you know, known about Valken for the past 15 years, it's like, Valken was a cool company, like, I don't know, 10 years ago, right? 2015, Valken were making things. They had middling products, you know, they've never made anything crazy. They made the VMAX hopper, which was a cheap, affordable hopper, but they haven't sold that in 10 years. They made the Valken VSL, their attempt at a high-end hopper, that they haven't sold in 10-something years. They had the Valken Code, which was a terrible flop of a gun 10-something years ago. Maybe like 7 or 8. They just haven't made anything. You know, they used to have like one of the best places to go buy all this stuff. Like if you were a paintball store, you could call Valken and you could get like all kinds of stuff. You could get hoppers and pods and CO2 tanks and compressed air tanks, and you know, you could buy paint from them. They had all types of different levels of packs and pants and all kinds of stuff. And like they don't have anything. Like they haven't like had anything to sell in years. Like it's been years. They did try to, someone was saying airsoft. I literally just was going to riff on that. I was a tech at an airsoft field. I don't know. They did switch to airsoft and they have like, you know, done other things a lot. You know, they had like air rifles and stuff, but over the past like 7 or 8 years, it's not, they just kind of haven't done a lot, you know? So it's not like too surprising. Like how, you know, and whoever, you know, wrote that said, it's indicative of the industry decline. And, you know, maybe, I guess, but like, I don't know, you know, Valken, like, they haven't made anything. It's one of the things that I was like, I've been praising HK for, is that like, you know, there's nowhere for like people to buy just a bunch of stuff. You know, you can't go buy a thread protector and a tank cover and like a pair of gloves and like a pack and like a gun, and like you can buy all that stuff from HK. And they're the only company offering like all of those products now. Whereas there used to be like Valken was doing that, and then Key is still doing that. Like Empire, GI Sports, they're still doing that a little bit. But Valken and GI were like those big people doing that. What do you guys think? Valken is also an airsoft company. All of my stuff all of the stuff was pretty meh. Not much lost. Yeah, the one thing that Valken really made that I really liked was their camo stuff. For like maybe 7 or 8 years, 10 years, we'll say like 2008 to like 2018 or 17 or something, Valken made easily the best camo stuff. They had, you know, camo jerseys. I have Valken camo stuff still. They had, you know, jerseys you could get for $40 and like pants that were $50 and stuff. They were really cool. So the camo like stuff they had was really good. But that was probably like the coolest stuff they had in like a long time.